Well, hello everyone. My name is Paul, and welcome back to Paul's Railroad. And at the beginning of this episode, you saw the little time-lapse video of our 3D shed that we have been working on designing being printed. And here it is in front of us right now. Now, I have pulled this print directly off the printer. I have not done anything to it. I have not cleaned it up. Here's our little roof section. I didn't show this being printed, just a very simple print. And it printed in that fashion vertically. And here's the shed. As you can see, it still has some fuzzies on it and stuff. I have not done anything to the shed. Like I said, it just came straight off the printer. And I'm very happy with how this turned out. Now, keep in mind, we are using a standard FDM printer with a standard 0.4 millimeter nozzle to print our items with. And we are asking that setup to do an awful lot for this small of a detailed item. So, again, I think it turned out pretty daggone good. Now, onto the doors. Our last episode where we were designing, I came back and had to redesign the doors. Now, let me show you why. The original door that we designed, when I printed it, came out looking like that. And that is absolutely horrid. And I had a sneaking suspicion when we were designing this that it would not print properly just because of the size of the detail we were trying to get into it. And I was correct. So I thought I would try something different. The same door, but I am lucky enough to have a resin printer. So I tried it out on my resin printer. And even though you can see the detail is there, the door panels, it is still very fine detail and it doesn't look good. And the more I thought about it, that really did not look like a shed door anyways. So here are two examples of the shed door. The first one is this right here. And as you can see, that looks like crap. Excuse my language. The reason this looks so bad was because of how I printed it. If you'll notice, right in here and up here, there's little actual like voids or dots, and that's where the nozzle paused for a moment when it was changing directions, because I printed this flat like this. Now, I changed it up a little bit, same exact file, same design. I printed this one vertically. And look how nicely that turned out. Let's see if I can get the other one up here real quick. Of course, nothing wants to work with you when you're on camera, right? And then you do things like that. Okay, here we go. Here they both are. And focus. Like I said, same exact file, just one was printed flat, one was printed in the vertical orientation. That's why I always tell you, whenever you're designing stuff, you got to think ahead about how things are going to be printed. Doors, things like that are very simple because you can just change them on your slicing software to whatever direction or how you want it to be on your build plate. But when you're designing buildings, that's when you have to think ahead, because theoretically, I have done this. Well, it's not theoretical. I mean, I've done this before. A building like this, we could have printed 4 different sides, but since we did the little corner trim pieces here, those would have had to have been printed separately. And those would not have turned out well printing separately because of their size. Now, would the walls have looked a little bit better? Possibly. But again, I knew that this would not, these little corner trim pieces, I knew that they would not print, and I wanted them on there. So when I designed this, I designed it to print just like this. Okay, now that we are done with this little show and tell here, I'm going to off camera get this building cleaned up, just a little bit of sandpaper, a couple files, and I'm going to paint it up real quick. I'm not going to show the painting just because I've shown it a million times, and that's not exactly what this little episode is about. This is more about design. So let me get it painted up real quick and we'll come back and look at the finished product. Hey guys, we are back with the finished results of our little shed design and build that we have been working on for the past several videos. As you can see there, I've got a little end scale figure there coming out of the door of the shed. I didn't show any of the painting like I said before because we've done it before. The roof material is the same exact paint job that I did on my last project with the cold tipple. So if you want to learn how to do that, go back and watch that video. And the barn itself is just I used a barn red paint and some antique white, and then I just weathered it with different darker colors, how we normally do. And again, I have other videos showing how to do that. But this is it. And now a lot of people are going to ask, why would we do this for? Why not just buy the kit? That's a great question. I do it because, one, I enjoy designing. You know, the kid in me who always wanted to make things out of nothing growing up is able to do that now. So if I can imagine it, I can make it for the most part. So there's no limitations. You know, sometimes you'll look at a kit and go, oh, I like it, but I wish it was like this, or I wish it was like that. Well, guess what? Make your own. You can do that now. Another reason too, and one of the reasons for this channel is price. Now, I already have a 3D printer, so that is, an expensive layout to begin with. You know, $250, $300 for a good 3D printer, but I already had one before I started model railroading. But it would pay for itself very quickly if you were designing your own buildings. I'm not real certain how much a structure like this would cost from like Walthers. I would want to say maybe $15 to $20. I do believe 30 cents in this structure, not including any paints. So that is a massive difference in price. And again, you know, you can design what you want. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little mini series that I've put on. If you want to see more of this, guys, you've got to let me know. Leave me comments, leave me messages, give me tons of thumbs up, whatever. You know, just leave me a comment and say more. I don't care. And if you guys do want to see more, we'll start working on more complicated structures. We'll do maybe some tunnel portals, and maybe even get around to doing some rolling stock as well. But unless you guys let me know that you want to see this kind of thing, I don't know where to go with it. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy showing this to everybody. I enjoy teaching. So I hope you guys like it. And as always, subscribe. And give me that thumbs up. That really helps with pushing my videos out there for everybody to see, so I can share my work and share this hobby that we all enjoy. And with that being said, thanks a lot, and I will see you soon. Take care.